Hi, good afternoon. Luzerne County Council, County Manager Dave Pedri, and the citizens of Luzerne County. I'm Michelle Bednar, the County Controller, and today I will be presenting my annual report. This presentation will present an annual report to the people of Luzerne County at a council meeting. This will highlight the operations and finances of the Controller's Office for the prior year, identify audits completed, major findings, corrective actions taken by appropriate parties, and significant issues not fully addressed. The Controller's Office staff: Deputy Controller Mark Majikis, Senior Auditor Wendy Sachs, Auditor Nancy DeFlori, Internal Auditor Susan Yoziak. The responsibilities of the Controller. Our office is independent. We oversee county fiscal and management activities, monitor and examine the county government and its operations. We have the authority to conduct fiscal performance management, contract, grant, compliance, and other related audits. Who can we audit? As per 3.08 section of the Home Rule Charter, all county activities are subject to audit. According to the Home Rule Charter, we have the authority to audit any area that handles county funds. There are three types of audits, which are Class 1, statutory audit mandated by the state; Class 2, discretionary audit, which is based on individual priority, which are performed according to availability of our staff. Class 3 is a high priority audit, not known in advance. It requires immediate attention. This takes priority over Class 1 and Class 2. What do we do? Main function of the Controller's Office is auditing and compliance of county funds. We do not oversee accounts payable. Under the Home Rule Charter, accounts payable was moved to the Division of Budget and Finance. Without accounts payable in the Controller's Office, we cannot see what payments were approved to be paid out. What we look for when performing an audit is we look for 6 categories. There are fraud, human error, separation of duties, inefficiencies in operations, inadequate checks and balances, non-compliance with rules and regulations. The Controller's Office finances. As you can see, this is our budget for the year for 2019 and 2020. Our budget for 2019 was $273,180, and annual expenditures were $268,300. Budget for 2020 is $273,920. As shown in the previous slide, the Controller's Office again finished the year under budget. Our office of 5 employees, including the Controller, continues to maintain adequate continuing professional education credits. This helps to maintain a network of resources to draw upon when faced with a new or challenging audit situation. This keeps us updated of new methods, helpful tactics, and useful information in highly dynamic areas. Audits are posted online with few exceptions in the Controller section of the county's website. You can find it at www.luzernecounty.org. By law, certain audits such as the DA equitable sharing and the DA asset forfeiture audits are not a matter of public record. Our office works with the U.S. Department of Justice and the Attorney General to follow their guidelines on these audits. Per the Home Rule Charter, all audits must be posted on our website for at least 60 days. However, I choose to keep them posted online and posted on our office bulletin board indefinitely. Audits completed in 2019. All audits that are completed can be found on the Controller's website. For the real estate tax collection audit for 2016 and also for 2017, this is the county portion of all tax payments the county received. On both of these audits, we found a few processing errors. There's no financial impact. Found no material findings, misstatements, or other non-compliance of activities. We had the coroner's toxicology invoice review. This was from January 2018 to July of 2019. The audit was requested by the coroner's office. There was a concern with their invoices. They were very confusing. The amounts were unclear. The controller's office determined that an overpayment was made of $1,023. The coroner's office was in agreement to this. So General Hospital issued a refund to the coroner's office to correct the error. For District Court 11304, Magistrate Dixon's office, that's for audit that was done for 2018, there was a finding of Banking Institute cashed a check after 60 days, even though the check clearly stated void after 60 days. This resulted in an overage showing on the books, and a correction had been made. Plains Township Tax Collection Interim Compliance Audit for 2017. There was no findings. Then we have our Edwardsville Tax Collection Compliance Audit for 2017. There was findings of a lack of checkbook reconciliation, multiple clerical errors, and lack of detailed deposit slips. We are finding this to be an ongoing issue when doing tax collection audits. I will offer a solution later in this presentation. And for Edwardsville, there was no missing monies. Foster Township Tax Collection Interim Compliance Audit for 2017. There was insufficient tax collection records were kept, but there was no missing monies. Okay, the audit for the Valley Aviation 44 Airport Audit 2014 to 2017, there was a finding of lack of checks and balances and verifying fuel flowage. Action was taken. The controller's office, they agreed with us, now independently verifies fuel flowage every 6 months at the airport. And we have the DA Asset Forfeiture Audit for 2018, no findings. This is required annual audit. This is filed with the Attorney General's office. And then we have the DA Equitable Sharing Audit for 2018. This one had no findings. This is also a required audit, and it's filed with the U.S. Department of Justice. Then we have the Real Estate Tax Collection Audit for 2018. This is the county portion of all tax payments received. We did have a findings of discrepancy of $112,451 was found. It was due to failure of internal controls, allowing an incorrect batch date. No monies were owed to the county. Measures have now been implemented to reject improper dates. There was a missing payment of $1,763 that went undetected due to failure of internal controls. The payment has now been received by the county, and measures have been implemented to prevent a future occurrence. And then we have the DA Equitable Sharing Audit for 2019. There was no findings. This is a required audit, and it's filed with the Department of Justice. And next audit we did was the Convention and Visitors Bureau Audit. That was for 2017 and 2018. This audit was done due to change of management. We had findings of unnecessary spending on cable TV for the employees. Personnel policy issue. There was housekeeping and valet gratuities are not allowed for reimbursement. There was finding of meal gratuities were more than maximum of 15% allowed and received for full reimbursement. Personnel policy, lack of overspending on meals. Policy allowance is $45 per day. Action taken, the new department had promptly canceled cable service upon learning about it, and all future reimbursements will reflect with personnel policy. We did the Prison Commissary Fund Audit for 2017. There was no findings with regard to inmate accounts, inmate handbook revisions. are needed in the areas of commissary purchase limits, telephone call guidelines, and work release structure of payments. One payment made from wrong bank account, restitution payments below required amounts, but much improved from last audit. During the software conversion, there was a lack of communication. Actions taken, the conditions are being addressed, and remedies are being implemented. $5 vehicle registration fee for audit 2019. So audits from January 2019 through December 2019. The findings, fees are presently not earning interest and are not invested. In 2019, $1,132,860 was received as a result of a $5 fee. We estimate over 2020 to 2021 fees totaling around $2.26 million should be earned. This would mean that the county would have the necessary $2 million in order to secure the matching funds for use on the bridge projects. Action taken, county put in request to change account to earn interest on 3/23/2020. Now, audits in process that we are currently working on. Shickshinny tax collection audit for 2016 and 2017. Verify compliance after past tax collector step down. Prison audit for commissary fund audit for 2018. This will verify payments, review inmate accounts. Real estate tax collections audit for 2019. Verify proper amounts were collected from taxpayers and submitted for the county. We're also working on the Slocum Township tax collection audit for 2018. So verify compliance and proper collections of payments. And we have the hotel tax audit for Wood Spring Suites for 2016 to 2020 to verify accurate payments. DuPont Borough tax collection audit for 2019 to verify compliance and proper collections and payments. And that's also due because we had a change in tax collectors. These are proposed audits for 2020. The DA asset forfeiture audit for 2019. This is required annually. The prison commissary audit fund for 2019 to verify payments, review inmate accounts. Probation Services Court Collections Division to investigate payments of court-ordered restitution to victims of crimes. The coroner's office is another one that we were looking at to do, to conduct compliance review in light of multiple staff changes. County fuel review, verify compliance with procedures. Luzerne County Retirement System to review procedures and ensure adequate separation of duties. Other duties and responsibilities of the county controller are ACE Commission Board, Accountability, Conduct, and Ethics, Constable Advisory Board, the Luzerne County bid and RFP openings conducted by the Office of Purchasing, review opening bids and monitor tabulations. Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport Board, bid openings will alternate with the Lackawanna County, 10 monthly board meetings. Tax collection notes. There are 76 municipalities in Luzerne County for whom taxes are collected. County Treasurer's Office collects taxes for 4 cities and 1 township. The cities are Hazleton, Nanticoke, Pittston, and Wilkes-Barre, and Newport Township. Around 92% of the revenue received by the county comes from what is billed on tax collection. Due to the manpower constraints, we generally audit tax collectors only when there is a change in a tax collector. Examples would be the stepping down or death of a tax collector, or the election of a newly elected tax collector. We also audit if there is an issue and concern regarding a tax collector. In addition to auditing tax collectors, we also audit tax collection in its entirety for each complete year. This will uncover if the totals paid to the county differ from those reported in the RBA system. This will direct us to any special tax collector audits that need to be performed. We are often asked if there is a class to teach the basic procedures for collecting taxes. This usually comes when we have a lot of change in the tax collectors and they don't know who to turn to. They are able to take a qualified class, but it doesn't cover from detail what they do on a daily basis. So the main qualifications to become a tax collector are being a registered voter of the municipality, residing there for 1 year before election, and continuing to reside there during the terms of office. There's no bookkeeping or accounting skills are required. Tax collection classes. The Controller's Office plans to develop classes for the tax collectors. Classes will be offered free to newly elected tax collectors or to any tax collector who would like to take the class. The classes will be state approved by DCED for continuing education credits. Every 50 minutes will equal 1 credit. The classes will focus on proper procedures and for collecting taxes. At this time, we do not have a start date, but I will inform people when we will. And this is our CESIL hotline. As always, if anyone has anything to report and wants to keep it confidential, call or email our CESIL hotline. This information is located on our controller's website. And I'd like to thank you. This concludes our annual report. If you should have any questions, you can email me at michelle.bednar@luzernecounty.org, which can be found on the controller's webpage at Luzerne County. Once again, all our audits are listed on the controller's website, except for the DA's audits, which are not public record. Have a good afternoon. Wishing all of you and your families to stay safe and healthy during this troubling time. God bless.